Hello folks, Reverend Crystal Cox here, bringing back Goddess Church. And I just want to tell you today what bringing back Goddess Church is all about. Okay, I've done several videos on this, but I've had a lot of questions emailed to me or just asked to me in general, and I just wanted to talk some more about it. We are an all-faith church, which means that we are open to everyone. We don't judge you for whatever spiritual belief you have. Okay, we are new agey, we are like metaphysical type thing, but there's a lot of people doing a lot of really good things, especially here in Port Townsend. There's a lot of spiritual dance and healing, and there's drum circles, and there's a lot of people doing things that are, I call them kind of new age, and they're helping to raise the vibration. They're doing really cool things to be healthy. We are different, because see, I'm different. I'm very much into metaphysical things. I'm into air and light and metaphysical things, but I'm also a bit of a hillbilly and a redneck, and I feel like I have a Native American heart. And I grew up on timber dollars, and so I'm a bit different. You know, I like fire pits, and I like to be in the woods, and I say creek, and I call all vehicles rigs, and so it's, if I had to identify with one word in general across the board spiritually, it would be pagan. I'm of the earth. I love the mountains. I love the quiet. I love the rivers. I love being, among the critters, which critters can be like, even grizzly bears. And I love taking photos. My favorite thing to do is to give to people. I love to improve the quality of life of others. I get great joy and I feel really high when I help other people. So I want to be all things that I am, and that's what Bringing Back Goddess is about. I want to bring back the feminine divine. I am a lesbian, however, it is not about anti-male, although our churches will be led by women. It is about inspiring men and educating men and supporting men, but it's about empowering women, and it's about bringing back the goddess. I've been reading a lot about this book, and there's a lot of information, the Pleiadian information. There's goddess information in the Bible, but it seems to be kind of hidden because things were kind of changed. So it's about empowering women and getting equality between men and women. It's about healing women and showing you how to heal yourself, okay? It's about, like, wise women herbal crafting, picking plants that will heal your body. Your food being your medicine. Eating organic. Raising children in an organic, healthy way. It's about being natural, but not in a way of, uptight, or it's just free, be who you are. Be barefoot and be free and be a hippie, or be, I have a hippie heart, but when I go to things, I stand a little bit more stoic. It's about being true to 100% who you are, and everybody fitting in together, nobody being judged. Okay, no matter what your faith is, your belief, not being ridiculed, just feeling like if you don't feel like you fit in anywhere else, you fit in. It's about helping people to have shelter, to have food, to have dignity, to have their basic needs met, to help create money, because in this system of things, money changes lives. And sometimes people that are doing the right thing and they're helping themselves, but they're just not able to get over that hill because there's some glitch in the system or something going on where they can't seem to make it. But they're doing all the right things. And so it's to help these folks have hope. A place of hope, to give them hope to get to that next step. Single parents especially want to focus on, whether that be a single man or a single woman, because it is hard being a parent and it's frustrating. And if all they can do is survive and they don't have time to spend quality time with them, or time to feed them healthy, yeah, they might want to feed them organics, but they can't. So we want to do a true food co-op, which is making organics cheaper. A lot of times the health food stores charge, mark it up hundreds of percent, and they have to do that. But we want to be able to create so that people can grow gardens, but they can also have organic foods, healthy wholesale foods, pretty much at the price that it's paid right from the wholesaler. So having a true food co-op, which, people volunteer to move things around. We want to provide the space, so, like the wholesalers come in and then people pay for their food and they're paying direct. So, but the problem then comes into labor. So you have to have people to be able to donate time, because it's more than just the facility. It's, your back. And that's what it ends up getting into. And so we want to be able to help people to afford to eat healthy, because it's like, okay, great. I understand the power of organics, but I can't afford them. Okay, if it's 5 times more for an organic cucumber, they want to survive. Their quality of life depends on it. They're going to have the chemical food or the cheaper food or the $1 pasta versus the $5 pasta. Okay, so we want to make it more affordable and help them, help subsidize these things, help do, bulk buying for cheap, or just basically no cost at all on top of the wholesale. Set up things directly with farms, directly with wholesalers, and create an avenue first through Port Townsend Washington Church, bringing back Goddess Church, and then we intend to do this on the island of Kauai, around Hanalei, and then hopefully other places, to basically create hubs for people to meditate, to pray, to feel welcome, to have sermons, which the sermons will be about alternative medicine, about Buddhism, about Wiccan, about pagan, about Christian, inspiring people, providing a place for them to be healthy and strong, maybe, work out, maybe have a fire pit, have, camaraderie, have music, have community, a spiritual community that's all faith and all embracing. But the difference is to be actively spiritual. Really spiritual. I pray all day, every day. I'm always talking to angels, always talking to spirit. I'm intensely spiritual, and this will be very spiritual. I'm also, like I said, a redneck. I mean, I grew up on, guns. I grew up on, outside, sitting on the tailgate and, fishing and hanging out in the woods. And I like that sort of thing. But I also like, bug-free things and other kinds of environments. So it's kind of going to be an eclectic of all things that are me, because I'm the founder and I'm kind of coming from my unique perspective. However, it's also a place to learn about gardening, to learn about healthy soil. How do we clean up toxic soils? I've met a lot of people on this issue, and it's very important. Once the soil's, stripped of its nutrients, what do? Non-GMO, non-chemical food, clean air, clean water. So we intend to, provide space for people to have meetings. If they're fighting some local corporation that's poisoning the water, the air, the soil, maybe even fund some lawsuits in order to help, maybe bring in money to fund lawsuits to stop these big corporations that are poisoning the soil, the air, and the water. Okay, it's all about clean air, clean water, clean food, clean hearts, clean minds, cleaning up our souls, empowering us, raising the vibration of every person we can, and in turn raising the vibration of Mother Earth. Healing water. Like, have you read this guy's stuff? The power of your thoughts, what the belief, the power of your thoughts changing the chemical makeup of water. So we want to do prayer, like group prayers, where we're doing intention together and we're healing the chemical makeup of water. We're mostly made up of water. The air is mostly made up of water. Streams, oceans, rivers, water is pretty much everything. So if we actually can change the chemical makeup of water with our intention and our prayer, we can change everything, right? Sometimes it only takes one small act to change someone's life forever for the better. Believing in people, giving them hope, smiling at them, letting them know they matter. We care that you're alive. You matter. You being here on Mother Earth matters. Okay? We're going to give people hope. We're going to inspire people. It's going to be just a place to be alive. And it's not going to be like, oh, just come and hang out in a free-for-all. And it's going to be tough love. I've seen a lot in my family of stuff where tough love was not used, and that didn't work out. That doesn't help anybody. So we're going to help people who are actually helping themselves. We're not going to support meth addicts. We're not going to support bad things. We're going to draw a hard line and have tough love. And who's going to decide that? Well, the pastors in charge are. And hopefully with sometimes meetings together, but mostly with a direct connection to spirit. Because I believe and I trust my gut on what to move forward and what not. Okay, yeah, I'll believe in somebody and give them a chance and I won't judge him. But at the same time, we're not going to let people come in and use us, take advantage of us, rob us, hurt other people. We're going to have to then not let those people come in, okay? So it's going to be a unique thing based on intuition, based on my life experience, based on my knowledge. And the whole point is to improve the quality of life, whoever we can, within our total belief system. So you can't really call it any one thing. It's just going to be what it morphs into being. and it's going to be directed by Spirit. It's going to be of the highest and best good in love and light. I consider myself a light worker and a healer, and I have cards that say, a druid and a sage. I love the definition of wizard, a priestess. I call myself Reverend Crystal Cox because I like that label and I think it's strong. I am a spiritual leader. I am a First Amendment advocate. I am a spiritual warrior, and I intend to help and inspire as many people as I possibly can until I die. God bless you all.